Fall, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Back live inside the Newman Gymnasium as we get set and ready to go for the second game of our Saturday afternoon North Atlantic Conference basketball doubleheader. It's the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners and the Husson University Eagles in men's action. Back inside the broadcast booth with Tyler Cruz, I'm Ethan Snow, Ryan Barnes on the sidelines in just a moment. Tyler, second meeting of the season between these two teams. It was a close game down in Castine the first time around. Should we expect more of the same this here today?
I don't know if we should expect more of the same. I mean, it's Husson won on the road at Castine, so obviously MMA is going to have a little bit of firepower coming in, but they did it without Justice Kendall, arguably their best player. They have him back in the lineup today. They still have Jeremy Maranta, Scott Lewis, those guys who were very good down in Castine on the road. So on paper, do we expect more of the same? I don't know. I do expect a fight from MMA. I don't think they're going to be like, oh, Kendall's here and we lost without him, we're going to roll over. Like, that's not going to happen. But I do think Husson right now, at least on paper, has the upper hand. And, of course, we'll talk more about Justice Kendall a little later, but there's been a lot of other players that have really stepped it up for Husson, and I believe it all starts with Jeremy Maranta. Oh, yeah, the point guard coming off the bench in his sophomore year, I believe. He's got 2 seasons left. He's a COVID sophomore is what he told me when I spoke with him earlier in the week. I mean, you look at his last time out, 23 second-half points, a career-high 34, in a comeback win for the Eagles. He's the spark plug. I mean, he can get going. He brings high energy. And what he said to me when I talked to him earlier in the week was he likes to do the dirty work. He likes to get on the floor. He's the guard that crashes the boards. He comes up with the steals. He scores inside. He can shoot the three, but he doesn't do it often. So he really is kind of like your Mario, is what I like to say from those old Mario sports video games. He can do everything, and he's above average at everything. And another player that has really been impactful for Husson this season, coming back from an injury after a car accident, wasn't really sure if he was going to get a chance to play again. With that being Scott Lewis, he has come back and he has looked better than ever. Yeah, an incredible story. He won the conference's player of the week a couple weeks ago, averaging double figures. He's their 3rd highest scorer right now. And he's another guy that does it all too. He's tall, but he can shoot. He can stretch the floor as a big. He can take your biggest shot blocker and your defender and draw them out of the paint, so that way your Jeremy Marantas, your guards can get inside and score, not with ease, but your guards can get inside and have good looks. So Scott is kind of like almost an X factor there. He really does it all for them. And of course you have Lewis, and to add some more size in the equation, Jared Balzer has been a key factor for size in the Eagles rotation in the past really the past couple of seasons. 6'9" from the mid-coast area. Balzer has been very effective, especially when in the paint for Husson, just as far as altering shots goes, especially on the defensive end. Yeah, and you need front court depth anywhere you go, and he provides good front court depth anytime the big guy. I mean, they're banging bodies all night. They need a break, so you need someone in there to go fill that hole when they come off the court and give you good minutes and not really just give up easy buckets on the inside. So having an above average guy off the bench in your front court is huge. Other guys I'm going to be keeping an eye on, especially Derek Collin, the Bar Harbor native from MDI. He is he's been one of those X-Factor guys for several years, as now we are going to bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team, and he's standing with a special guest. Barnes?
I'm with Husson Athletic Director Frank Pergolesi. And Frank, you just had another coach of yours go into the Maine Basketball Hall of Fame. First, there was Kissy Walker. Last year was Lori Gott. Now you got Warren Caruso. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great. It all goes to them in terms of their performance and their history with Husson. And we're just happy that they can achieve that milestone and that we can support them in the process of doing that.
Now, over at O'Keefe Field, where the softball field is, there's a new batting cages. Do you have any updates on that?
No. It's finished, except for the netting that will go around it, because you'll divide the space into probably at least four different stations where pitchers can throw, hitters can hit. So the structure is built, the concrete is poured. We have to put turf on the concrete because it wouldn't be good to have batted balls bounce on concrete, and then put up all the netting. So we're just waiting for things to come now. And waiting for the snow to leave the facility alone.
Thanks so much, Frank. Back to you, Ethan, with Justin Thompson.
Thank you very much, Barnes. And yes, joining us in the booth now, pre-game, is Justin Thompson, an assistant coach on this Eagle squad, but played for Coach Warren Caruso for several years. Justin, what is it like to not only have played under Warren, but now be a coach under him, and now that he's been recently, or will be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame later this summer?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd like to say, obviously, congratulations to him. Nobody more deserving, in my opinion. Just, the work he puts in every day, and, he truly is, he does it for the players, you know what I mean? He doesn't care about all the accolades and stuff like that, so he definitely deserved it. And, it's definitely different being on this side, I'll say, but I like it. I love being around the game, and just anything I can do to give back to the program, which is what I want to do. 1,000-point scorer, 500 career rebounder. So if there's anyone that kind of fit the mold of someone coming back after their graduate year to coach, it was you. What made you want to come work under Warren rather after being coached by him for so many years? Yeah, it was in the middle of the year last year, and he kind of mentioned it, and I had always really wanted to get into coaching, and to be able to start at this position I'm very fortunate, very lucky to be here, because these are great guys. It's a great program, and we're just trying to build something really special here, so I'm just really fortunate to be a part of it. What's the difference between Coach JT and Player JT? Trying not to be Player JT, I guess, is the hardest part. There's a big difference, obviously, being in the locker room compared to out of the locker room. So, just trying to help them win rather than help my team win. Back on Warren for a second, you said, he's just outstanding, does it player first, but what makes him a Hall of Famer? It's easy to be great, but what makes him a Hall of Famer? I would say consistency, honestly. I played 5 years here, we count the COVID year, and, we have same routine, and I think, being consistent in what you do is very important. So, we're definitely a model of that.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Justin. As now, at this time, we are going to send things over to public address announcer Joseph Swanson, as we have 2 Eagle seniors to recognize. Thanks, sir.
Congratulate their seniors as they finish up their career. Today we'll honor 2 seniors, our 2 captains, Justice Kendall and Jay Thomas. At this time, can I have Jay Thomas come forward? Jay Thomas is from Chicago, Illinois. Played at Washington County Community College in Wisconsin before coming to Husson. Jay's a well-traveled man over his lifetime. One day he's from Mississippi, another day he's from Chicago. His family currently lives in Atlanta. We never know where he's going to admit he's from. But over the last 3 years, he's called Husson his home, and we're happy he's been here. Jay's parents, William and Mary Thomas, unable to be here today, so he's joined by teammates. Oh, sure. Over Jay's 3 years, he's served as our 6th man. He's averaged 18 points a game over 75 games. Jay provides us great energy off the bench and his ability to hit the 3. Coming into the season, he shot 38% from the three-point line in his career. He has 104 career three-pointers in 75 games. His biggest 3 came last year at the buzzer in the NEC East Championship game to give us a dramatic 64-63 win over UMaine Farmington. That one will be remembered for a long time. The win propelled us to our 8th NAC championship in the last 13 tournaments. Jay's biggest influence on the program has been his incredible attitude. He's never had a bad day and is always lifting his teammates up with encouraging words. He's loved by everyone he comes in contact with because you always leave feeling better than you did. Jay has a special gift of spreading love and joy. Jay will graduate in May with a mass communications degree in sports journalism. We are very grateful for all that you've done for the teammates and the program over your last 3 years. Thank you, Jay. Justice Kendall. Justice is joined today by his parents, Purcell and Loretta Kendall. Justice is from Baltimore, Maryland. He played at Roseville Catholic and had prepped a year at Scotland campus before coming today. Justice graduated last May with a BS in sports management, and he returned this year to work on a certificate in hospitality. Justice has been a starter for us from the very beginning, starting 99 games out of 107 in his career. His career average of 11.7 points, 3.5 assists, ranks him well into the top 30 in our program. He has a career 2.1 assist to turnover ratio. This season, he's averaging 13 3-points a game with a career-high 3.5 assists. Justice's career 366 assists puts him 10th all-time. His 162 career steals puts him 15th. During this past season, he became our 52nd 1,000-point scorer earlier this season, now has 1,238 points, ranking him in the top 30 all-time. Over his career, he's been a part of 2 NAC championships, one in 2019 and last year in 22. Last year, he was named NAC Tournament MVP, as well as to the NAC Sportsmanship Team and Honorable Mention All-NAC. In 2019, he was named State of Maine All-Rookie Team, and in 2020, he was named Second Team All-NAC. One thing that comes to mind with Justice is his resilience. Over his career, he's faced many tough losses, difficult performances, tragedy of losing loved ones, and other bumps in the road. But he has always responded positively, picked himself up, and come back stronger than ever. Justice, we're so proud of all that you've accomplished throughout your career, through every aspect of the educational process. We're certainly happy you returned for year 5. Your caring attitude towards your teammates and coaches has always had a positive effect on all of us. Thank you for 5 great years. Jay and Justice, you'll be missed when the season comes to a close. Thank you for you're very special people, and thank you for making the program better. Please take a moment and rise and thank Justice and Jay for all that they've done.
All right, Al, after concluding the senior day ceremonies with Justice Kendall and Jay Thomas, and every time I think I'm going to hear the name Jay Thomas for the rest of my life, the only shot I'm going to think about is that game winner against Farmington he had last February.
You were on the call of that game,
I
right?
sure was.
I remember running that on our airways. That was a great call, by the way. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
Great shot, too. Yeah, definitely the capstone of a great career here for the Guard.
And at this time, we're going to take a time out. We'll be back from the Newman Gymnasium. You're watching Husson Men's Basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
Your dog acted in self-defense.
She said, oh, the dog's okay. She was not okay.
You say, please keep me posted, prayers for her. If Ms. Shields hadn't told you that the dog was injured, why would you be sending her prayers?
Hot Bench. Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
This week on the People's Court, babysitting gets too close for comfort.
She started saying unnecessary things.
Like what?
Good Christian girl who has sex before marriage but reads the Bible.
Plus, a taxing situation.
Come on, you have to be embarrassed. Are you embarrassed at all?
All this week at 4 on ABC 7.
This week on Jeopardy, these players are giving each other a run for their money.
You're off to a fast start. 5,000, please.
Let's make it a true daily double.
Oh, wow. A big wager.
And next week, Jeopardy's first ever high school reunion tournament begins on Jeopardy.
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The following is a presentation of the New England School of Communications at Husson University.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium. Outside as the snowpack still reigns supreme. It's the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners and the Husson University Eagles in a North Atlantic Conference men's basketball contest. We bring it inside the Newman Gymnasium and into the broadcast booth alongside Tyler Cruz, I'm Ethan Snow, Ryan Barnes on the sidelines in just a few moments. Tyler, as we mentioned just a little while ago, two teams, 9-point game, the first matchup down in Castine. A couple of different factors today. Not quite sure what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, Husson was able to take the victory on the road last time in Castine with no Justice Kendall. Kendall back in the lineup today. It is an emotional game for him, though. It'll be probably his last home game in this gym. So we'll see how that plays a factor in this one. Husson looking to sweep that season series, kind of go on a run here to end the season heading into the playoffs.
And of course, starting with the Mariners, who are being led by a sophomore sensation. His name is Kurt Hines. He's averaging 16 points per game, 15.9 rebounds, just shooting over 50% from the field. He's first in the conference in rebounds, and he is 7th in the conference in scoring.
Yeah, we call those video game numbers here.
Video game numbers for Hines for sure. Only a sophomore from Stuttgart, Germany. Maine Men's Basketball Coaches and Writers Association Player of the Week one time this year. And of course, as we mentioned, Justice Kendall, the 5th-year senior.
Yeah, the grad senior at the point guard. The Bucks look kind of like Barella for Maine Maritime girls. The Buck starts and the Buck stops with Justice Kendall. He's your facilitator. He's your main scorer. He's your guy that can get in the paint and draw defenders and open up those looks outside for three. So look to have Kendall very involved in this one.
Of course, Kendall and Hines are the ones we will watch out for. At this time, we'll bring in the third member of our broadcast team. His name is Ryan Barnes. Barnes, what do you got?
Thank you, Ethan. Maine Maritime Mariners ending their regular season with this game. As for the men's game, last week, Jeremy Maranta had what he said in his own words, his greatest offensive performance of his career. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. We'll check in with you in just a little while. Mariners and the Eagles just about set and ready to go from the Newman Gymnasium. The final regular season game for each side. As we get set and ready to go, we'll turn things over to public address announcer Joseph Swanson for starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newman Gymnasium on the campus of Husson University for today's North Atlantic Conference matchup featuring the Mariners of Maine Maritime Academy and your Husson University Eagles. At this time, we'd like to take a moment and honor men's basketball coach Warren Caruso on his recent selection to the Maine Basketball Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Coach. And now let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. First for the visiting Mariners, a sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 5, Marcus Ramirez. A freshman from Hendersonville, Tennessee, number 10, Connor Turf. A sophomore from Littletown, Colorado, number 22, Carter Rubin. A senior from Houston, Texas, number 24, Malachi Reinke. And a sophomore from Stuttgart, Germany, number 33, Kurt Hines. Maine Maritime is coached by Dan McNeely, and he's assisted by Elamine Kubari. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Husson University Eagles. At guard, a senior from Trenton, Maine, number 0, Derek Collins. At guard, a senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 11, Jay Thomas. At guard, a senior from Bangor, Maine, number 20, Luke Caruso. At forward, a junior from South Portland, Maine, number 34, Scott Lewis. And at guard, a graduate student from Baltimore, Maryland, number 41, Justice Kendall. The head coach for Husson in his 29th season is Warren Caruso. He's assisted by John Clark, Chris Bryant, Will Taylor, and Justin Thompson.
Just about set and ready to go from the Newman Gymnasium. Marcus Ramirez, Connor Turf, Carter Rubin, Malachi Reinke, Kurt Hines, the starting 5 for the Mariners. Derek Collins, Jay Thomas, Luke Caruso, Scott Lewis, Justice Kendall starting for the Eagles. Husson 12-12 overall, 10-3 in conference play. Maine Maritime 10-14 overall, 4-9 in conference play. Last time the Mariners got the victory over Husson was back on January 17th, 2020, 69-63 in Castine. Scott Lewis in the circle for Husson, Carter Rubin in the circle for the Mariners as Ramirez just keeps it in bounds, and the Mariners
A little too much on that from Rubin.
have first possession into the hands of Turf, blocked at the rim.
Game, granted they were playing Farmington, the best team in the conference. They fell down 21-5 before the under 8 media timeout, and then just kind of rolled from there.
Lewis again beats Rubin to the punch. Here's Rubin off the Turf. Turf for 3 off the back iron. Kendall with the rebound. Husson for the first time today on the offensive end of the floor. Lewis hands it off to Thomas. Thomas to the baseline, to the rack. Can't get the rough lucky bounce. Hines has the rebound.
It's a good move by him, just missed it. Plain and simple.
Ramirez hands it off, Reinke to Rubin. Rubin going up against Thomas. Back out to Ramirez. On the Turf. To the rack, gets it to go off the window.
It's a good play, high off the glass, off the dribble drive there. Getting that one to go, breaking the scoring open.
Kendall hands it off to Thomas, to Lewis. Scott Lewis gonna try a 3, too strong in the rebound. As MMA's keys to the game, you gotta get Kurt Hines going early. Top scorer for the Mariners. Close out on the deadly Husson shooters that will make you pay. And limit the Eagles in transition. A lot of their recent success on offense has been in transition. If you're Maine Maritime Academy for the Eagles, get out in transition. As mentioned, do what's been working for you. Limit the cheap fouls underneath and play solid defense, especially out on the perimeter, and limit the turnovers. That's been a big killer for them this season. As we're gonna have an offensive foul called against Husson, a great take from Carter Rubin.
Some solid defense from Husson on the other end, and then a turnover. So it looks like we know what we're talking about here, Ethan, with these keys to the game.
Kendall, offensive rebound.
Too strong on the take, it looked like.
Excuse me, called on the offensive foul. 2-0 lead for the Mariners. Taking out of 2 minutes play in this first half. Here's Hines, bounce pass to a cutting Turf, and he gets it to go.
Nice pass right there. Good vision to see the cutter backdoor. He knows the kind of attention he gets from a defense and what that can do to the players around him.
Kendall hits Caruso up top. Luke Caruso to Thomas for 3 from the wing. Can't get it to go. Collin with the rebound. And the Eagles get a chance to reset. Lewis to Kendall. Kendall's gonna try a three. Goes off the backboard. Tracked down by Ramirez. Trying to push the tempo. Here's Rubin for three in transition, in and out. And Collin has the long rebound.
Like you said, Mariners doing a real good job getting back on defense.
Husson Eagles basketball on ABC Bangor, sponsored by Casella, giving resources new life. The shot, offensive rebound, Husson. Here's Kendall to the rack. No. And the rebound is eaten up by Hines.
He might have got hit there.
Ranke, Hines gives it back to Ranke. Ranke, open three, splash. 7-0 run to start the game for Maine Maritime. They have the 7-0 lead. Here's Kendall. Top to Collin. Gives a bounce pass underneath to Lewis. Lewis on the block, goes up against Hines in traffic. No. Rebound Collin. He puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Halfway through the cylinder, and it rims out. Here comes the Mariners again. Ramirez, three. Back iron, and Collin has the rebound. In transition again, here's Kendall. Up top, Lewis thought about a three. Hands it off to Collin instead. Kendall, Caruso. Lob pass to Lewis. Lewis, mid-range, basket, no. And Ranke with the rebound. Eagles struggling on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, good defense to start here from the Mariners.
Carter Rubin to Ranke. To Hines. Gives it off to Ramirez. Turf wants a deep three. Splash.
And he's just sitting there waiting for the ball in his shooting stance. You can't give him that much space, even off the ball.
Mariners are hot. It's 10-0. We're 4.5 into the game. Kendall to the rack, and he's going to get fouled, and he's going to the line.
That could almost be counted as an and one. I mean, they hit the backboard was moving there when he went up.
Connor Rubin will get called on the foul. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching Husson Eagles men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
At Husson University, our primary goal is to help our students get ahead through academic programs with hands-on experience, by investing in specialized learning spaces with leading-edge technology, on-campus career fairs, and career guidance for life. Husson is how our students get ahead and launch successful careers, and we're with them every step of the way.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Out of the timeout, back live inside the Newman Gymnasium. Maine Maritime with a 10-0 lead, 4.5 into the first half. From Bangor, Maine, alongside Tyler Cruz, I'm Ethan Snow. Justice Kendall will be at the line for two. Trying to put the Eagles on the board for the first time today. Kendall's first shot, swish.
Looks like Jeremy Moranta has checked into the game as well for the Cruz. Hopefully that can provide a little bit of spark on offense.
Second shot, Kendall is up. He hits them both. 10-2 the lead for Maine Maritime. Looking for their first win over the Eagles in over 3 years. Husson is making make it their 10th straight victory. Hines in the paint, kicks it out turf. Reinke swings it to Ramirez. Ramirez drives, kicks the turf. He's got 7 points early on. Under 10 to shoot for Maine Maritime. Turf. Gonna try three. He's blocked by Maranta. And it'll be tracked down by Thomas. Here comes Jay Thomas. The Collin can't get it to go. Thomas with the rebound, puts it up, and he's got it.
2 points are 2 points. That's not how you draw up a fast break, but that's how you finish it.
10-4 Husson. 4-0 run after the timeout. Hines in the high post. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez dumps it off to the wing. Goes underneath the Hines, going up against Scott Lewis. Trying to body him up, but he turns and puts it in for two. 12-4 Maine Maritime lead. 14:21 to play in the first half. Maranta off to Collin. Goes inside Scott Lewis. Lewis in the paint going up against Hines. Can't get it to go. Lewis wanted a foul. He won't get it. In transition, Turf. Bounce pass into Hines is knocked away. Last touch by a Mariners going the other way.
Great team. Sorry to cut you off. A little jumping the bit a bit there, but great team defense there by Husson. Lewis had to kind of defend the ball handler, but also know that Hines was behind him, but he had the help on the backside. That's what forces that turnover. Really good team defense there from the Eagles.
This broadcast is brought to you by Performance PT, designing a healthier you. Husson down by 8. Here's Kendall to the baseline. Goes to the high post to Lewis, who will bring it up top. Lewis kicks it to Maranta. Maranta back to Lewis. Lewis wants a three. Splash.
Yeah, Maranta quick in that crossover, got his defender out of position, made Hines kind of focus on him a little bit. That opened up things for Scott Lewis for that three.
12-7 the lead in favor of Maine Maritime. Here's Ramirez going to try a deep three off the backboard. Thomas with the rebound. Maranta in transition, dumps it off to Kendall. Kendall up top. Lewis thought about another three. He's going to drive, going up against Hines. Puts it in for two.
He could have an argument that he got hit there too. 5 straight from Lewis.
12-9, and the lead is back to 3.
And so does Warren Caruso. Lip reader over here. That's a lot of contact, he said.
Ramirez, long cross-court pass to Turf from the corner. Splash.
I think he banked that in. The old Adam Sandler shot.
Turf is in double figures. He's got 10 points. 15-9. The advantage is a 6-point lead. Kendall to Lewis. Lewis bounce pass inside to Maranta. And a lot of traffic. He gets fouled from behind.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, just inside of that illegal guarding area, that crease. Jeremy Maranta, you don't see a guard post up too often, but he loves doing it.
Marcus Ramirez picks up the foul into the game for Husson. Jared Balzer, Luke Caruso. Thomas and Lewis check out. Kendall inbounds it, finds Corey Humbles, who also checks into the game. Caruso, Balzer, back to Caruso. Caruso wants three, off the rim. Reinke backs down the rebound. And Ramirez, with it in his hands, picked up defensively by Maranta. He'll go to his right, takes it to the rack, in and out, and Balzer has the rebound.
That's great penetration there, Ramirez.
Kendall to the wing. Now into the paint. Bob pass out to Maranta, to Balzer. Balzer from the mid-range.
You gotta shoot that right away.
And Maranta tried to steal it away, but he's gonna get called on a foul.
Aggressive defense there from Maranta, doesn't pay off. But I like the aggression, you know, I like the thought. You're down, you need a little spark, easy 2 points.
First foul of the day on Maranta. Hasn't recorded a point yet. Here comes the Mariners. Hines in the post, kicks it out to Rubin. He's got a wide open three and he hits.
Yeah, you double team Hines, you're gonna leave a shooter open. That's what happened. Had Corey Rumble come in to help out on Hines. I left the shooter open right at the top of the key.
Maritime back up by 9. Humbles to Maranta, gives it to Kendall. Kendall thought about it. He's gonna drive, fade away in the paint, and he gets it to fall.
That is a tough shot. I mean, he makes it look easy, but to stop all of your forward momentum, fade back, and get that to go in the face of a defender, that is hard.
Hines going up against Balzer. Gonna dish it out to Reinke. He's got a three. No.
A lot of catch and shoot threes here to start.
Here come the Eagles again in transition. Maranta goes by a defender and puts it in for 2.
That's a tough move to finish through Hines there. They're letting him play.
5-point Mariners lead as we approach the halfway mark of this first half. There's Turf into the corner. Kicks it out to Rubin. Turf goes inside to Hines. Bounce pass back up to Turf for 3 off the mark.
It's the same thing. It just wasn't effective. He didn't make the shot, but Caruso went to double Hines and it left the 3-point shooter open.
Here's Kendall into the paint, puts up a shot, in and out. It was about halfway down and rattled out. Connor Turf across the timing stripe, takes it into the paint, loses the handle off his knee, and it's going the other way.
That's a great play from Kendall. I don't know if we have the angle on that, but he was able to get behind him on there and able to get a hand on that ball.
18-13, timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. You're watching Husson Men's Basketball on ABC 7.
Selling is all about relationships and building trust. At Greenway, it's our people that have built the business. We're fortunate to have a team with years of experience. They know John Deere equipment inside and out and go the extra mile to take care of our customers.
And right now is a great time to talk to one of us about a new tractor.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Baderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Husson men's coach Warren Caruso has been coaching since the 1994-1995 season. He is a 3-time Husson graduate, a Husson Sports Hall of Famer, and now more recently, a Maine Basketball Hall of Famer. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. A storied career for Coach Warren Caruso that will only continue to get more storied. Back here in the Newman Gymnasium, Husson trails by 5 halfway through this first half as Jay Thomas tries a 3 and it hits nothing but the hardwood. And it's going back the other way.
Probably 6 inches off from being a bucket. Just at that angle, there's nothing else for it to hit.
18-13, the lead for the Mariners. Goes up top to Hines, swings over Renke. Into the game, that last time out was Isaiah Okendo. That one is going to be into the hands of Maranta. Hands it off Thomas, thought about a 3. Gives it to Balzer from the baseline, right into the hands of Maranta, and he puts it in for 2.
I credit Warren Caruso for that bucket. I mean, Thomas hasn't had a made 3 yet this game, and they're still jumping at the bit on him on the pump fake.
A little bit of a collision between Hines and Maranta. No bad will between the two we play on as Maranta steals it away. Gives it to Balzer. Balzer wanted to go, and he lost his footing, and he's called on a travel.
I think he wanted to stop, but his body wanted to go.
And Balzer a little gingerly to get up, and it'll favoring one of those ankles. We'll take another look at that play.
Yeah, he tried to stop, and his legs just kept moving. No contact there. That's the right call.
Back the other way, Connor Turf to the near side. Rubin up top to Hines. Hines going up against Balzer, up fakes, puts it up, gets fouled by Caruso, and he's going to the line.
That's good defense there from Hauser. One-on-one against one of the better players in the Balzer, and one of the better players in the conference. I think he had to stop too if there was no foul there, but you need to help out on that play. It seems like that's the MO right now for Husson, is they're bringing help on Hines, and if they get beat by the 3, so be it. Maritime hit a couple early ones. They haven't really connected on these catch-and-shoot 3s since.
Hines hits the first. He's got 3 points in the afternoon. Here's the second three. Oh, and it falls. 20 to 15, a 5-point advantage for Maine Maritime. Humbles to Balzer. Gives it off to Maranta. Maranta drives in traffic and out of bounds, and it'll head back the other way.
Yeah, he tried to score through 3 people there, hoping he might just get contact, get a bump there, but nice clean block from Hines. Yeah, there's too much blue around. If you keep your head up and kick it out, you had an open 3 there from Humbles.
Kendo with it in his hands, brings it to the far side, hits a cutting turf to the rack, counted and 1. And we're gonna have a technical foul called on the play.
Looked like a tech might be on Balzer.
Balzer picks up the personal foul, and yeah, he's gonna pick up a technical foul as well. Take a look what happened here as he hit turf on the way up.
He's late there, and then I think he hit him with the ball after it. He's late on the rotation there. He was already in the air for the layup. That's something where you just let him get the tip. Because he's going to make that whether you come and hit him after the shot or not.
So Connor Turf will be at the line to shoot the technical free throw as Scott Lewis checks into the game for Balzer.
Warren Caruso having a chat.
I think he's telling Jared he's got to play smarter than that. You can't be making mistakes like that, especially in a game like this, as we're going to have another stoppage. Believe they were a little discrepancy about who's going to shoot, but it is Turf. He puts up this free throw, and it doesn't go. And he'll have one more. Connor Turf, an 82% free throw shooter coming into today as he hits the second. And now the free throw for the and 1 play. And Turf has got 13. And his coach, Dan McNeely, in his 5th season. Shot from Turf, and he goes 1 of 3. And Lewis has the rebound. 8-point lead for the Eagles, 8:33 to play in this first half. Jay Thomas, he's going to try a big 3. No. Hines has the rebound.
He has not been able to hit one yet.
Here's Ranke in transition, trying to get around Caruso, hits Rubin. Rubin drives, and he's fouled. And he'll be going to the line. Going to go against Jay Thomas, his first.
Kendall ready to check in after the first.
Carter Rubin, a 67.9% free throw shooter this season as he misses the first. Kendall replaces Caruso. 16 fouls in the half against Husson so far compared to Maritime's 2. Rubin's second shot, he hits it. 9-point advantage for Maine Maritime. Maranta hands it off to Kendall. Kendall up top to the far side, Jay Thomas, the Humbles. Humbles into the paint, kicks it out to Maranta. Jay Thomas to Lewis. Goes underneath Maranta, puts up a contested shot, and he gets fouled, and he's going to the line.
Hit on the arm there, it looked like. Yep, shooting elbow.
Okendo picks up the foul, and we have a timeout on the floor. We will take it as well. You're watching Husson Men's Basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Why is the Coach House Restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? The Coach House restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street, Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodock creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium. There's Vanessa Duarte. Helped her team to a victory over the Maine Maritime Academy women's team just a little while ago, earlier on this afternoon. As out of the timeout, it'll be Jeremy Maranta at the line to shoot 2 shots. Husson trailing by 9 points against the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners, 24-15. Tyler Cruz, Ethan Snow, Ryan Barnes on the call for you this afternoon. First shot, Maranta is up, and he finds the net. The students of the New England School of Communications at Husson University are working hard to bring today's action to you as part of their hands-on education. Maranta's second shot is through. 2-2 from the line. Kendo finds Turf. Turf gets it up to Hines, and he'll bring it across half court. Hines double teamed, in trouble, and somehow finds Okendo. Ruben, the Turf thought about a deep three. We'll dump it off to Hines.
Mismatch right now. Hines with Maranta.
Okendo again. Going up against Maranta. Challen trying to get in there to draw the tie up. Almost running out of time. Turf puts it up. It's a shot clock violation.
That's a great defensive possession right there if you're Husson. You met Hines right after he's crossed half court with the trap and the double team. And then you're able to rotate out of that, because when you have a double team, there's a man open. So then you're able to rotate, catch your breath, and then stop the second part of their possession too.
Here's Kendall for 3, swish. They needed him to get going.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's a 4-point game. Real quick, just want to mention a tidbit from the last game. Those 26 rebounds for Bailey Donovan were not only a new career high for her, that's an all-time high for a single game in women's basketball. As Hines goes up, and he gets called on the travel.
One too many pivot steps there. Great defense from Lewis. It looks like, because Lewis has gone up with contact, no foul. Hines has gone up with contact, no foul. Looks like they're going to let him play here, and it's going to be a nice physical game on the inside. Always fun to see.
Kendall with the ball in his hand. He puts one up from the foul line. No. Lewis with a putback, can't get it to fall, and the rebound to Maine Maritime. Try to get a pass to Hines in transition. It's over, out of his reach and out of bounds. As Marcus Ramirez will check back into the game for Maine Maritime.
Trying to get down the floor easy and get an easy 2 to kind of stop this mini Husson run that they've gone on out of this media timeout.
Maranta to Kendall, gives it back to Maranta in the wing. Drives in traffic, gets hit on his way up, and he's going to the line.
No question about that one. Nice move. He's just too quick on the dribble. He gets into the lane, forces 2 defenders on him, and one of them's already out of position.
Kurt Hines picks up his first foul. Maranta back to the line for free throws. Maranta 2 of 2 from the line. Still fairly early on in this contest. Can't get the first to fall. Just under 6.5 to play in this first half. Maranta's second shot is up, and he finds the net. All inbounded to Ramirez. Husson out in a full court defense. Ramirez, long pass to Renke, and ball was to Ruben, was tipped. Can't get it to fall, and Kendall tracks it down to Maranta in transition. Tries to save it inbounds, but it's going to be picked off by Turf.
That's a great recovery there from Lewis.
Ramirez lost the handle, puts it up, and somehow gets it to fall.
He almost threw an alley-oop to himself, just didn't want to do it, unintentionally.
26-21, under 6 to play in the first. Humbles hands it off to Collin, gives it off to Lewis. Got Lewis gonna take it baseline, trying to dish it up to Kendall. Kendall trying to get it underneath, and a kickball violation.
Good look. Good look, you threw it off his foot. It's a good no-look pass from Lewis, too. He's got some guard skills for a big man. I didn't know that. I was not familiar with your game, Scott Lewis.
Scott Lewis, the South Portland native. Ball is inbounded on the inside of Maranta, and he gets it to go.
It's a tough basket right there.
Mariners by 3, 5:37 to play in the first half. Ramirez splits the traffic to Turf. To Ruben, back to Turf, and Ramirez will reset.
They're doing a really good job disrupting the flow with that press.
Hines in the high post, goes up against Lewis. That shot was blocked from behind by Collin. Kendall, bounce pass, Maranta in traffic, can't get it to go. Put back, no. Hines with the rebound, stolen away by Collin. Collin over Hines, no, and Ruben has the rebound. Collin in there trying to steal it away again, and the Mariners end up with it. Here's Reinke in transition, in and out 3. Kendall with the rebound. Kendall against Ramirez. No, can't get it to fall. Collin in there for the rebound again, and he's going to get called on the travel.
These two teams are fighting on the board. You should have seen the battle down there for that rebound between Lewis and Hines. Neither of them got the rebound, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're the guy boxing out the other. But that is that's a battle, and that's what you like to see. It's going to be a fun basketball game if he keeps this up.
Coach Warren Caruso had a lot to say to this near side official.
Yeah, about that.
About that last turn of events, as that ball's going to be turned over. And Caruso still got a few words to say.
He's talking about the travel that they called on Collins off that offensive rebound.
4:41 to play in the first half. Ball will be inbounded to Justice Kendall. Slowly across the timing stripe he goes. Goes it to the near side. Lob pass to Maranta. He's going to take it baseline, trying to go around Ramirez. Can't get it to go. Collin is there for the offensive rebound. Puts it up himself, and he gets fouled.
Great job on the offensive glass these last couple minutes here from Husson. That's how you tire a team out. You box them out every time the shot goes up. I don't think Hines has had a break yet either.
That's going to be foul number 2 against Kurt Hines. Only 4 points so far in this first half.
They've done a real good job there. They're down 3, but they've done a real good job there. And if you're Maine Maritime, you have to say, hey, we're up 3 and our best player only has 4 points.
Collin, first free throw, rims out. Eric Ehlers, the rookie from St. Pete, Florida, checks into the game. North Atlantic Conference Rookie of the Week, the very first week of the season. All the way back in November. Collin, second shot. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball, won by Turf. And he'll wait for the defense to clear out. Puts it in the hands of Ramirez. Ramirez picked up by Maranta. Turf wants 3. No. And Maranta with the rebound. Across the timing stripe they go. Lewis thought about it briefly, hands it off to Ehlers. Ehlers, spin move in the paint, puts up a shot, swish. And we have a whistle called after the basket went through. And it's going to be a foul against Derek Collin. The basket does count.
That's going to send him to the line, too. That's their 7th team foul.
Timeout called on the floor. We're going to take it as well. You're watching North Atlantic Conference men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
At Husson University, our primary goal is to help our students get ahead through academic programs with hands-on experience, by investing in specialized learning spaces with leading-edge technology, on-campus career fairs, and career guidance for life. Husson is how our students get ahead and launch successful careers. and we're with them every step of the way.
Looking for natural, organic, and local groceries? Still here. Looking for special diet needs, bulk foods, and organic produce? Still here. Looking for natural supplements and health and beauty supplies? Still here. Looking for one of the biggest selections of local beers, wine, and brewing supplies? Still here. It's all still here at the Natural Living Center, serving satisfied customers for more than 40 years. Natural Living Center, Longview Drive, Bangor.
Why is the Coach House restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? The Coach House restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street, Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Husson Eagles find themselves down. A few minutes left in the first half. Coach Warren Caruso not happy with a few of the calls that were made. Back to you, Ethan.
You could put it that way.
Thank you very much, Brian Barnes. And yes, you could put it that way, Tyler Cruz, joined by me, Ethan Snow. 3:56 to play in this first half as Marcus Ramirez at the line to shoot 1-1.
He's still in his ear.
Ramirez, first shot, swish. His first trip to the free throw line today, records his 4th point. Sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. 6'2". Second shot, Ramirez is through. And the Mariners are up by 3, under 4 to play. Gives it off to Kendall. Kendall goes to Lewis. Husson moving quickly. We'll give it up top to Maranta. Justice Kendall. Scott Lewis thought about a 3. He's going to take it. Hits Ehlers. Ehlers 3 from the corner. Splash!
Great play by Lewis right there. Made one earlier. Hines remembered that too. Got off his feet right by him and then found the open shooter.
And the Mariners, who are up 10 at one point, find themselves in a tie game. Trying to get through Husson's full-court defense. They go to Turf. Turf to the rack. Gets it to fall.
That's a good press break right there. That's a good finish over the taller defender.
30-28, taking down to 3 minutes to play in this first half. Scott Lewis gives it off to Kendall. He's going to try a pop-up 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to the Mariners. Long pass to Rubin, and he lays it in for 2.
It's a quick 2 right there.
Off the baseball throw, and just like that, Mariners find themselves back by 4.
And off a 3-point shot, you have no excuse to not get back on defense.
Maranta off to Lewis from the elbow, drives, trying to get around Hines, through contact, and finishes the shot. And we have an official timeout as Connor Turf needs to tie his shoe.
Don't want any trippage.
32-30 the score. Coming up next is the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. Press break again as Hines hits Turf, and he lays it in for 2.
That's some great X's and O's stuff right there. I don't think there was a single dribble on that press break. That's how you draw it up in practice. That's how you run it until you're tired. That's exactly how you draw up the press break.
And Connor Turf has got 17 points in this first half alone as Colin hands off to Ehlers. Lewis to Kendall.
He's only averaging 12 a game, but he does shoot almost 36% from 3.
Maranta, bounce pass inside to Colin through traffic, can't get it to go. Hines with the rebound, gives it to Turf. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Maritime up by 4. Chambers with it in hand, brings it back up top. Bounce pass to Hines going up against Ehlers. Ehlers tried to draw the charge, couldn't get it. And Lewis with the rebound, and
they call a foul on Lewis?
Either call a foul on Lewis or Ehlers. It's going to go against Ehlers because he was on the floor.
And they call the flopping technical.
So a technical foul goes against Ehlers. So So a second technical of the game goes against Husson here. Let's take another look at this.
He did extend the arm a little bit. I mean, that's a lot of contact there for a flop call. That's sellable contact.
Yeah, Warren Caruso can't believe that call. He is not very happy. As it'll be Connor Turf going to the line to shoot the technical free throws. Caruso still barking to that far side official. If Caruso ain't careful, he's going to pick up a technical as well.
There have been numerous plays in this game where someone's gone down to try to sell the contact. I don't know why that's the one you pick and say that's a flop technical. That's my spiel on that. I don't see how you look at that and say that's the flop that's the most egregious flop of the day. That's the one we'll tee up.
I'll just say this: I've seen a lot more flops that haven't been called.
Yep.
That ball's going to be stolen away by Chambers, trying to dump it off to Ramirez. Nobody home, and Kendall's going to steal it away. And he's got a wide open lane to the basket, and he's got it easy too.
Great job by Kendall there, kind of noticing the chaos.
Under 90 seconds to play, it's a three-point game. Turf to the near side, just gets it off the room and nearly lost the handle. To Chambers. Guarded closely by Collin. He'll use the screen, which is to Lewis. He puts up a two and he's got it to go.
That's a tough shot. Lewis was right in his nose.
Here's Kendall. He's going to drive, put up a high two off the backboard, and Hines with the rebound. 5-point game under a minute to play in the first half. Ramirez, bounce pass to Hines. Up top, Ramirez, three, air balls, and that'll head back the other way with 41.7 seconds to play.
You go quick here for Husson, you get a 2-for-1. Doesn't look like they're doing it.
So Kendall will slowly bring it up the floor. About a 10-second difference.
I think they're going to cross and call time. Nope.
Kendall brings it across half court, right here in front of us. Goes to the near side to Collin, bounce pass, Maranta. Maranta in the paint, bodies his way to the basket, and he gets it to go.
That's so unconventional for a guard. He does not play like a normal guard. What normal guard gets the ball on the block? And that's his most comfortable spot. You know, at his size, that's so unconventional. It's so different, and it's hard to guard. When you have a guard that strong, that quick, and he gets up there too. I think that's what really sets him apart, is he's able to stop with virtually no momentum and get up there higher than his defenders.
We're going to have a timeout called on the floor by Maine Maritime. With 17.1 seconds to play. It'll be a 30-second timeout. The time originally stopped because the ball rolled through the door and into the lobby of the Newman Gymnasium. But back and forth we go here, Tyler. Maine Maritime has had the lead for the entirety of the half, but Husson has not gone away, especially when things haven't looked so great.
Yeah, I mean, Maine Maritime started with that 10-0 run. They haven't quite given up that lead yet, but Husson's right there. I mean, they're knocking at the door. They've played, since that 10-0 run, they've played, it looks like, fundamentally sound basketball. To us, what looks like it. A little bit of foul trouble there, but Husson's got to like how they closed out this half after the way it started.
Coming up next is the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. 15 seconds to play. Shot clock is off for Maine Maritime. They can hold for the final shot if they want to. Give it off to Turf. He's stripped from behind, but no, they're going to call a foul. And then that's going to go against Ehlers. Excuse me, it's going to go against Kendall. And again, Coach Warren Caruso can't believe it, and neither can some of these fans.
It's going to send him to the line.
7.3 seconds to play. It'll be 1-1 for Turf. And Justice Kendall not
He also
happy with the call.
That's his second.
Kendall's got 9 points.
Oh, come on.
Wow, that's it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, I will say that. First shot, Turf. No, Collin with the rebound. Husson got to move quickly. Maranta with 4 seconds. Maranta with 2. Maranta off balance 3 at the buzzer. Nearly got it to go off the front of the rim.
Kendall was wide open there in the corner too.
But that's how the first half comes to an end. 37-34, the Mariners with the lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to break down halftime. You're watching North Atlantic Conference men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master Mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium on the campus of Husson University. We are in the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show. Alongside Tyler Cruz, I'm Ethan Snow, Ryan Barnes on the sidelines today. And it is a 3-point lead for Maine Maritime, 37-34 the advantage. Husson managed to close the gap, Tyler, after a very slow start. It was a 10-0 start for Maine Maritime to start the game. But Husson slowly crawled their way back into it, and after some back and forth, they find themselves only trailing by 3.
And it seemed like everything was coming up Mariners in that first 4 minutes. Before that under 4 media timeout, they hit a couple of threes. And if you're Maine Maritime, you say, look, our top scorer, or one of the conference's top 10 scorers, only has 4 points, and we're ahead by 3. So you got to have some confidence there. And if you're Husson, you overcame that 10-0 run, and you are definitely within reach of this game. And if you start playing your style of basketball, you have this game.
And while they have been limiting Kurt Hines as far as points-wise, somebody who has been stepping it up big time for Maine Maritime Academy, Connor Turf, he's got 17 points in the game so far.
Yeah, and he only averages 12 a game, and he started off hot. I think he had 10 points in the first, 2-3 minutes of the game with a couple of threes and a couple of buckets there. But Husson's doing a really good job at stopping Kurt Hines, and they're taking that gamble. They're saying, we will throw someone else at Hines and let someone else beat us. So far, Maine Maritime's answered that bell. We'll see what happens in the second half.
And we will bring in the third member of our broadcast team, Ryan Barnes, who's got a guest from Husson Admissions. Barnes.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm with Melissa Rosenberg from Husson University Admissions. My first question, over the past few years, especially with the pandemic, how has the number of applicants changed?
So actually, Husson has been able to stay pretty flat with our numbers. So we haven't seen that significant of a decrease in our application pool, which is great. And I think that is a testament to our wonderful programs that we offer in our health programs, business, and our new technology and innovation programs, such as the new extended reality, which is kind of a mix of augmented reality and virtual reality kind of bundled together. And we offer, programs that are, experiential learning and puts folks right out into the workforce. So with that, we haven't seen much of a decrease in our applications.
All right, and what sort of opportunities can people get from the various number of majors and programs across this university?
Sure. So as I mentioned, our technology and innovation programs with extended reality, but it goes beyond that into the computer sciences. We also offer a number of business programs. We do have the largest business program in the state of Maine in that we graduate the most MBAs, Maine MBAs. Furthermore, we have a large health science offering in our PT, OT, pharmacy, and actually I'm excited to announce that we just found out that our 2022 cohort just had an 88% first-time passage rate, which is significantly ahead of the national average. So that was quite exciting news to get this last week.
And lastly, what could you tell prospective students that could be watching here? What could you tell them about Husson University and living here?
Sure. So this is a really friendly campus. Your class sizes are small, and really it's a place where you can get professors that really know you by name and you're not just a number. And I would say it's such a welcoming community, not only on the academic end, but as you can see in the athletic areas too. We have a number of clubs and organizations that we offer students. So we offer first-year high school students to come in, but we also have a very generous transfer process as well. And we do transfer up to 90 credits from other institutions.
All right, thank you so much. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. We'll take another time out. You're watching the Greenway Equipment Sales Halftime Show on ABC 7 Bangor.
You know, if one mattress was right for everybody, we wouldn't need to stock over 30 models. It doesn't exist. Our low price and sleep guarantees mean you won't pay too much for a great night's sleep. Purchase your new mattress before 3 p.m. and we'll deliver it the same day in the Bangor and Ellsworth area. Warehouse pricing, a great night's sleep guaranteed, same-day delivery, and free removal of your old. At Dorsey's, we've got your back. Sleep well, my friends.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else. Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
for your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium is the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show in this North Atlantic Conference men's basketball matchup. Maine Maritime Academy Mariners, Husson University Eagles, alongside Tyler Cruz. I'm Ethan Snow, and as we mentioned a little while ago, Tyler, Maine Maritime has looked good despite Kurt Hines not having the best of first halves, but Husson staying right in the game.
Yeah, Maine Maritime started hot. There's a bucket there from Justice Kendall. It was really the three-point shot that gave them that early lead from several of their players just stepping up, hitting big threes. Husson was throwing a double team at Kurt Hines. There's 2 of his 4 points, but there's an assist right there. Open shooter off of the double team. Husson's been taking that gamble. Right now it's kind of paid off so far. Like we said, only 4 points for Kurt Hines, but they're down 3. I think if they can keep Kurt Hines kind of in his cage, they have a good shot at pulling this one out in the second half.
I think something they really, I think it's something they really got to keen on too, is trying to limit Connor Turf. He's had Connor Turf 17 points in that first half. Take a look at the team stats. 13 of 30 for Maine Maritime, 43.3% from the field, 28% from 3, 63% from the free throw line, but a big number I'm looking at, Tyler, is those turnovers. 8 turnovers to Husson's 5 has really kind of been a factor as well in this first half.
Yeah, and Husson able, like you said, able to force 8 turnovers. They have a few steals on the day right here, getting a couple points off in transition, out and running. You saw that easy 2 from Justice Kendall. The more they can do that, the more they get the easy points, the easier it's going to be for them to claw back in. But Husson, you see the 31.7 field goal percentage. A lot of those have been good shots that they've just missed. I mean, we'll see if that trend continues, but if they make some of these high percentage looks that they're getting, it's a whole different story in this first half.
That'll be something to watch as well. Well, of course, all the students here at the New England School of Communications at Husson University providing you with all of these pictures. And, well, for me, here doing the play-by-play here today, it all started for me here at Husson University. I'm a graduate of the sports journalism program at Husson University, a recent graduate. Last May is when I graduated, and getting a chance to broadcast so many games throughout my career, including plenty of basketball games throughout my 4-year career here. I got to do stuff up to Maine with Ryan Barnes as far as women's hockey. Alex Mooney, a great friend of mine, him and I got to do lots and lots of games. Another good friend of mine, Reese, him and I go way back. This is him and I sitting in this spot today doing basketball about 4 years ago. Then Mooney and I again, and then of course the big highlight for me, I got a chance to be honored by the Maine Association of Broadcasters with a couple of awards, first place and third place for a couple of different baseball games that I was fortunate to get to do, and won those awards with a couple of great broadcasters. Mooney, I won first place with, and third place I got with Tom Bucciferro, who's pursuing a graduate's degree down at Sacred Heart in sports communication. So just as a great program, getting a chance to be a part of it, and there's so many opportunities I got to do during my time here outside of Husson that I'm still doing now. And I'm doing stuff with WHOU at the high school level. I've been doing camera for them my very first year at Husson. And of course, it's all led up to here, getting the chance to sit alongside you on local network television. So it's been really fun, and I'm looking forward to the opportunities that lay ahead for me. It's been a great experience. So anybody that might be watching, that you want to sit in this chair at some point, Husson's the way to go. It's been a great opportunity, and working hard is the best part to get to this point here. Don't pass on opportunities. Take whatever you can, and great things will happen for you.
Yeah, you're only as good as those around you, and NESCOM provides a great broadcast crew to each one of these that kind of makes the product that you see on your TVs look so professional and so well done.
We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back for second half action. You're watching North Atlantic Conference men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Why is the Coach House Restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? The Coach House Restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium, and there's the president of Husson University, Robert Clark, longtime standing president of Husson University, and a very avid Husson basketball fan. You see him at almost every single Husson basketball game, men's or women's, throughout the entire season. And definitely great to see the president of the university being so invested in the athletic programs here. 37-34, the halftime score, Maine Maritime Academy over the Husson University Eagles, and we welcome you back inside the Newman Gymnasium. I'm Ethan Snow, joined alongside by Tyler Cruz, Ryan Barnes on the sidelines doing a fantastic job this afternoon. Husson looking to end their season on a 3-game winning streak, as this broadcast is sponsored by Governor's Restaurant. Thank you for your generous support. A trip to Governor's might be on the line for me after we're all done here, Tyler. It's been a little while. There's none down in the southern part of the state. I got to get to one.
They have great breakfast. That's all I've ever had from there is their breakfast. The blueberry pancakes, unreal.
You can't go wrong with the blueberry pancakes. I'm a big fan of, I'm blanking on the name now, but there's a burger that they serve. Fantastic. Like I said, I can't remember the name, but it's fantastic stuff. 37-34 is your lead, as Husson has taken the floor. They have the original starting five out: Justice Kendall, Luke Caruso, Scott Lewis, Jay Thomas, Derek Collin. For the Mariners, Connor Turf, Marcus Ramirez, Carter Rubin, Malachi Renke, And Kurt Hines on the floor.
I'd look to see how quick Warren Cruz brings in Marantum. He's your leading scorer heading into the half, 11 points, and really kind of just changed the flow of the game when he checked in. He checked in the middle of that run that Maritime was on.
Husson basketball out of the break. Here's Lewis up top, gets a bounce pass into Collin. He'll put up a short 2, and he comes up short, and the rebound goes to Maine Maritime. Turf, cross court to Reinke, to Ramirez. Finds Hines. Ramirez again drives, kicks to Reinke, up top to Hines. Had an open 3, he won't take it. He ain't much of a 3-point shooter. Ramirez, the turf, deep 3 off the back iron. It hits the support wire out of bounds. And Husson will get the basketball back.
And they had a mismatch there off of the switch. It looked like Scott Lewis and Luke Caruso switched, and Luke was guarding the much bigger Kurt Hines, but with the ball on the weak side, really couldn't get that to him.
Kendall with the ball in his hand across the timing stripe. Gives a bouncing pass to Thomas. Gonna find Scott Lewis. Lewis to Kendall. Kendall drives through traffic, trying to get one past Rubin. Then he's gonna get fouled, and he's gonna go to the line.
A lot of body right there.
Rubin picks up his second foul of the contest. 55 seconds into the second half. It'll be Kendall at the line. 2 of 2 today from the free throw line. First shot, Kendall, switch. Justice Kendall, a 72% free throw shooter coming into the season. Excuse me, coming into today on the season. Second shot from Kendall, doesn't fall through. 1 of 2 from the line, and the lead is cut to 2, 37-35. Go underneath to Hines. Hines kicks it out to Rubin. Drives, kicks it to Reinke. He's going to drive. Looking to kick it out, puts up a fadeaway shot, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, good move there. Husson a little late on rotation. Reinke able to get it inside. Pivot, fade away. Easy 2.
Here's Kendall into the high post to Lewis. Thought about a shot, gonna go right up against Hines. Trying to draw the contact, puts up a shot, and he gets it to go.
He did draw the contact.
Looking for an and 1, he doesn't get it. 39-37.
It's been a great battle between Lewis and Hines today.
Ramirez. Near corner to Rubin, goes underneath Hines, going up against Lewis, and he's blocked by Lewis.
That's the second time Lewis has blocked him.
Here comes Husson in transition. Kendall nearly lost the handle, dumps it off Collin, puts it up, and he's going to the line.
Looked like more body right there.
Collin, a great pass. And Carter Rubin picks up his third.
Those whistles were...
Derek Collin will be at the line. He's 0 for 2 from the stripe today, but 9 rebounds for Derek Collin. His first shot. Finds the net. As Rubin checks out in foul trouble.
That was his third.
One more shot. Chance to tie the game for Derek Collin. 18:06 to play in the second half. Second shot is up. Swish. 39-all early in this second half. Here comes Ramirez. Ball in hand across the timing stripe. Bounce pass high post to Hines. Up top, Ramirez to Reinke. Reinke, closely guarded by Collin, gets a pass to Turf. Wakendo kicks to Reinke. Reinke drives, fadeaway shot. Can't get it to fall, but he does draw the foul. That's going to go against Collin, his second.
Yeah, tight defense there. Just got a hand in. Pulled up a little early. Collin out of position. Good move there.
Another look at his Reinke fadeaway shot.
Yeah.
Reinke at the line. His first trip to the free throw line today. First shot. Swish. Reinke up to 7 points. Excuse me, 6 points. Senior from Houston, Texas, 6'3". Second shot, Reinke gets it to go. Maritime by 2, 41-39, 17-40 to play in this second half. Kendall to Lewis. Lewis thought about a mid-range shot, goes up against Hines, draws the contact, couldn't get it to fall. Putback is through for 2, and I'm not sure if they'll give it to Collin. It looks like they're going to give it to Collin. Very, very close, but it ties the game again.
I give that to Lewis. I think it was Hines that tipped it in.
Turf. Ramirez hands it off to Hines, going up against Lewis. Hines takes it to the rack. No, Hines is stripped, gets his own rebound, puts it up again. No, and Lewis tracks down the rebound.
Took 3 Eagles, but they got the stop.
Husson trying to lead for the first time today. They have a chance to do it. Here's Kendall. Goes to Caruso. Caruso to Kendall. Kendall drives in traffic, and he gets fouled, and he's going to the line.
He is too quick on that first step. I didn't think he was in control enough to go for the layup. And look at this move from Lewis. Off the glass. Yeah, that is Hines that was able to tip that in. But Lewis, I guess, the closest Eagle to the ball, so they gave him the 2 points there.
You know what they say in soccer? If it's an own goal, whoever the last person to touch it for the team gets credit with the goal. We'll apply that logic to basketball.
Yeah, I guess that travels over the heart.
But Kendall hits the first of 2, and Husson leads 42-41. One more shot coming for Justice Kendall. Hits them both. 2-point Husson lead for the first time this afternoon. And Husson in a 2-2, in a 2-1-2. Full court press. Here's Ramirez. The turf across the time is trying to get back to Ramirez. He lost the handle. Somehow kept it in the front court. Hines. Now it's pass to Ramirez to reset. Hines. Okendo makes his way around. Hook shot. Can't get the lucky bounce, and Collin has the rebound.
Another good and risky switch there. They switched Lewis and Caruso.
Here's Kendall again. Gives it off to Collin. Collin drives baseline. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis in the paint. Gives it up to Kendall. He's got an open 3. Bang!
That's a great move by Scott Lewis, recognizing the not only recognizing the double team, but recognizing where it's coming from and getting it right to the open man, which happens to be one of your best shooters.
5-point Husson lead. Here comes Maine Maritime. Turf to respond. Can't get the 3 to go. Lewis has the rebound.
He's been quiet since his early spurt.
17 first half points for Connor Turf. He's got 1 point. Kendall wants another 3. Give it to him.
He hits another one like that, and the roof is going to come off on Newman Gym.
Back-to-back threes for Justice Kendall on back-to-back trips down the floor, and it's a 49-41 lead. And Coach Dan McNeely wants a timeout.
Kendall with a little bit of words for the Mariners, too. All in good fun. 2 big shots. One of them open. One of them looked like a heat check. Husson up by 8.
49-41. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. You're watching North Atlantic Conference men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Looking for natural, organic, and local groceries? Still here. Looking for special diet needs, bulk foods, and organic produce? Still here. Looking for natural supplements and health and beauty supplies? Still here. Looking for one of the biggest selections of local beers, wine, and brewing supplies? Still here. It's all still here at the Natural Living Center, serving satisfied customers for more than 40 years. Natural Living Center, Longview Drive, Bangor.
Justice Kendall taking over in this second half so far. Two back-to-back trips down the floor, back-to-back threes for the graduate senior. We're back live from the Newman Gymnasium, 49-41, Husson with the advantage. Alongside Tyler Cruz, I'm Ethan Snow. Connor Turf will inbound to Marcus Ramirez. Ranke gives it off to Turf. Turf picked up defensively by Thomas, gives it back out to Okendo. Hines out to Ranke. The ball's going to be tipped away, but it's gathered up by Ramirez. Bounce pass underneath. Hines just dumps it off to Okendo. He wants a two. No. Collin has the rebound.
Smart play by Hines to get rid of that, knowing he's double teamed.
Here's Kendall. Dumps it off to Lewis. Lewis for three. Switch!
Even the timeout didn't cool him down, Ethan. That's a 9-0 run on 3 straight threes.
13-0 run in the last 2 minutes, 57 seconds. And it's an 11-point Husson advantage. Here's Hines. Gonna try a mid-range shot, airballed, and it lands out of bounds.
He's not himself. They have not been able to make Husson pay for double teaming Hines yet.
And another timeout called on the floor. We will take one as well. 52-41, Husson up by 11. And we're gonna keep it right here despite it being a media timeout on the floor. But 52-41 the score. As mentioned, a 13-0 run in the last 3:18 for Husson. They have really turned the tide in the second half.
Yeah, and 3 of them being 3 straight threes, 2 straight from Justice before that timeout, and then Justice assisting on that 3 to Scott. And those 2 together, I think, are, for the first 5:33 of this half, have really been the best players on the floor this half. Scott Lewis on defense doing a tremendous job with Kurt Hines and still being able to score the ball. He's got 12 points. He's your second leading scorer. They haven't even brought in their first half leading scorer of the game yet, Jeremy Maranta. Kendall just took over. I think when he hit that first 3, it kind of got him going. That second one, the heat check, that got him going a little bit. A lot of great offensive possession so far this half from Husson.
Maine Maritime has had no answers so far, trying to wrap up their regular season with a victory. It'll be their first victory in over 3 years against Husson.
And if you were to ask me what Husson's doing differently this half, I don't see anything schematically different. They're hitting their shots. I mean, they're getting the same open looks that they got in the first half. These are going now. And again, like I said, they have not, Maine Maritime has not been able to make them pay for double teaming Hines practically all game.
Out of the timeout, Husson ready to go, along with Maine Maritime. 14:27 to play in this second half. Husson in cruise control at the moment. Maine Maritime looking for an answer. Derek Collin will inbound to Justice Kendall, and Kendall will bring it up the floor. To the far side along the scorer's table. Gives it up top, Jay Thomas. Thomas finds Caruso. Gonna go underneath Collin, dishes it to Lewis. Finds Kendall again. Kendall drives through traffic, can't get the bounce, and Hines tracks down the rebound.
He was there. I mean, he blew by him. He was quick, just kind of short-armed the layup a little bit. Let's see if the Mariners can make him pay.
Here's Ramirez to Rubin, who's got 3 fouls, to Renke. Renke takes it into the paint, kicks it out turf. Ramirez again through traffic, off-balance shot, no, Hines.
They're gonna get him on a foul.
And foul's gonna be called against Kurt Hines.
Yep, using a little too much of the hands there to get around Lewis for the rebound there. Great box out from Lewis, fundamental basketball.
Jeremy Maranta checks into the game.
He didn't even touch the ball that possession, Kurt Hines.
Hines has got 3, he's still in the game. As Kendall crosses the timing stripe. 52-41, 13 and a half to play in this second half. Kendall.
They are face guarding Maranta in the post.
Maranta, and he's going to get called on a player, and a great take by Ramirez in the post.
That looked awfully similar to the technical from the first half, Ethan. I'm just going to say it. That looked awfully similar to that.
And Warren is letting that official know.
I would too, rightfully so. That looked very familiar.
Take another look at it, yeah.
I mean, you got the 1 bump, you got the 2. In the rule books, that's a charge. But there was some salesmanship going on there.
So a Husson turnover, they hold on to an 11-point lead. Rubin gives it up top to Hines, hands it off to Ramirez. The Rubin in the corner for three, swish. Much needed points from Maine Maritime Academy as they have cut the lead to 8. 9 points for Rubin. Here's Kendall from the foul line, swish.
He's got an answer.
Husson up by 10. Plenty of time to play in the second half. Here's Hines going up against Lewis. Stutter step, no. Goes over the top for a rebound, but it's going to be stolen away by Maranta. Here comes Husson in transition, trying to get it past to Kendall. It's stolen away by Rubin. Kendall with the deflection. Out of bounds off him. It'll stay with Maine Maritime.
Doesn't change much, but what that deflection does is it stops the fast break.
Take another look at that play. Corey Humbles checks in for Derek Collin. 12:36 to play in this second half. Turf inbounds it to Ramirez, and Ramirez will bring it up the floor. Across the time foul against Thomas.
Foul on Husson, Jay Thomas, his second, team third.
So Malachi Ranke will inbound. Only the second foul against Jay Thomas. Here's Hines. Going to the near side post. Kicks it out, Ranke. He's got an open three, swish.
And they stopped double teaming him too. It was just a good no-look pass out to the corner, catch and shoot three. That's what worked for them in the first half, those catch and shoot threes.
Officials ruled that a very, very deep 2. And it's a 7-point game.
And the bench is blocking my peripheral on that side of the court.
Here's Kendall. Kendall nearly had it stolen away. This is up to Lewis, under 12 to play in the half. Over to Kendall, wanted the 3. He'll take the deep 2. Can't get it to fall, but Maranta trying to track down the rebound, and Turf is going to pick up the foul.
Just a little shove there, going for the loose ball.
As that is going to be a timeout on the floor. We are going to take it as well. We'll be back. You're watching North Atlantic Conference Men's Basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Looking for natural, organic, and local groceries? Still here. Looking for special diet needs, bulk foods, and organic produce? Still here. Looking for natural supplements and health and beauty supplies? Still here. Looking for one of the biggest selections of local beers, wine, and brewing supplies? Still here. It's all still here at the Natural Living Center, serving satisfied customers for more than 40 years. Natural Living Center, Longview Drive, Bangor.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Back live from the Newman Gymnasium. 11:41 to play in this second half of this Maine Maritime Academy versus Husson University men's basketball contest. Husson leads at 54-46 alongside Tyler Cruz. I meet the snow. Ryan Barnes on the sidelines on this Saturday afternoon, the final weekend of the regular season in the North Atlantic Conference basketball, as it'll be Eagles basketball out of the timeout. Humbles try to get a pass, but it'll be a kickball violation against Ranke. 11:37 to play in the second half. Off a second half surge from Husson, who was down by 3 at the half. Maranta Bounce pass into Balls, who were checked in at the halftime. He couldn't get his shot to fall on the rebound to the Mariners.
It's a shot you want.
Here's Turf. Gives it off Ramirez. Bounce pass, high post Hines. Hands it off Renke. Renke up top. Rubin, he wants another three. Off the back iron. Humbles with a long rebound.
Good contest there by Kendall. Get an arm up in the face of the shooter. Another quick run by Husson here. Can kind of put it away.
Kendall from the mid-range, can't get it to go. Maranta in there for the rebound. Somehow dishes it up to Balzer.
How does he come down with that?
And Husson gets a chance to reset. Humbles. Kendall. In the corner, Balzer. Back to Kendall again. Kendall drives, going against Rubin. Can't get it to go out the window. Balzer, rebound, put back, no. And the Mariners track down the rebound.
Good defense there from Hines affecting that shot.
Students of the New England School of Communications at Husson University are working hard today to bring today's action to you as part of their hands-on education. Rubin drives, kicks it out to Renke. Goes baseline to Hines. Hines kicks it to Ramirez. Rubin wanted a three, takes it to the rack, and can't get it to fall, but he is going to go to the line for two.
That's a great play by Rubin there, getting up there, contesting the much bigger guy. Getting the shot out through the contact, almost got the end one to fall. Need a little bit of shooter's roll there. It's a really good athletic play. He doesn't look that strong, but he is.
Carter Rubin at the line for the second time today. Can't get the first one to go. Now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Mariners down 8. 10:09 to play in the second half. And he misses them both. Maranta with the rebound. Maranta to the wing. Takes it himself, drives, and they're going to wave off the basket and call the foul on the floor. That's going to be team foul number 6 against Maine Maritime. Going to go against Ramirez. Luke Caruso checking into the game. Justice Kendall will get some much-deserved rest.
They're going to give him a breather while Lewis gets a breather. I bet you those two check back in for the rest of the game or until it's settled.
Lob pass, Humbles. He dishes it to Maranta. Maranta trying to get it through traffic, stolen away by Renke.
That's where he's vulnerable. 42 turnovers on the season for Maranta.
Puts it on the hands of Turf. Far side wing, Rubin. To Hines. Hines going up against Balzer. Can't get it to fall.
We talked about it earlier. Balzer giving you really good minutes off the bench when those guys need a rest.
Maranta across the timing stripe. Gives it to Humbles. Hands it off Jay Thomas. Humbles again, kicks it out Balzer. Balzer wanted it. This is it to Caruso instead. Caruso fakes, bounce past Maranta. 7 seconds to shoot. Maranta along the baseline, puts one up, can't get it to fall.
Yeah, that's a tough shot to make. Twisting his body, trying to get the reverse to go.
Here comes Maine Maritime Academy again, still only down by 8. Hines, Renke, swings to Rubin. That's to Ramirez. Ramirez drives, stolen away, but a foul is going to be called.
Who's this one on?
Going to be against Balzer again. Take a look at it here.
Yep.
Got a handful of arm. That'll be Ramirez at the line for 2.
Here comes Lewis.
Scott Lewis will check back in for Balzer.
Correction, ball out of bounds.
It's going to be 4 fouls against Jared Balzer, so he will come out.
That's what your role is. I mean, as a secondary front court guy, you go in and you pick up the hard contacts of your starters. You don't have to get into foul trouble.
Ramirez to the near side corner. Drives, kicks it to Renke. Renke into the paint, kicks it out to Turf. Turf. Orendo wants the Okendo for 3, and he's got it.
That's a good shot. That's a tough shot. Caruso did a real good job closing out there off of the rotation and getting a hand in and contesting that shot. He just hit it. Nothing more you could do defensively there. Great shot.
Maine Maritime by 5. Here's Caruso. Bounce pass to Lewis. Hands it off to Jay Thomas. Thomas to the baseline. Back out to Lewis. Wanted a 3. Gives it to Maranta on the near side. Kicks it back to Lewis. Lewis for three off the rim. Maranta with the rebound.
Another one.
Jay Thomas takes it to the rack. Can't get it to follow. Maranta, another offensive rebound through traffic. Dishes it to Lewis. No! Maranta trying to grab another rebound. He can. It's Hines who comes up with it.
No points there, but that kind of takes a lot of energy out of you if you're the Mariners, trying to fight for all of these offensive rebounds. Husson led 9-0 on the offensive glass at the half, and they have not let up on that front.
54-49, Maritime with a chance to make it a one-possession game. Ramirez drives, puts up a shot, no, gets his own rebound, goes up against Lewis. He's going to be blocked by Lewis. Humbles tracks it down.
Third block on the day for Lewis.
Jay Thomas in transition. To Lewis, wide open three, splash!
That's the third one he's hit. You might want to guard him.
Scott Lewis with 17 points on the day and counting. 57-49, Husson back by 8. Here's Hines, hands it off. Okendo, spin move in the paint, and he's fouled.
I think it's going to go on Caruso right there. Got a little bit of arm going for the ball.
Caruso picks up the foul. As we are going to take a timeout. You're watching Husson Eagles basketball on WVII ABC 7 Bangor.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
At Husson University, our primary goal is to help our students get ahead through academic programs with hands-on experience, by investing in specialized learning spaces with leading-edge technology, on-campus career fairs, and career guidance for life. Husson is how our students get ahead and launch successful careers, and we're with them every step of the way.
Nothing runs like a deer.
Whether you have a lawn to mow, a driveway to plow, or a garden to till, our customers know you can't beat the quality and reliability of a John Deere.
And right now at Greenway Equipment Sales, we have a great offer for you.
Get 1.9% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
An explosive second half so far from Justice Kendall, along with rebounds by Maranta, helps keep the Eagles have a short lead over the Maine Maritime Mariners. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. Back in the broadcast booth with Tyler Cruz. I'm Ethan Snow. 7:07 to play in this second half. Out of the timeout, Hines with it in the paint. Turns, looks around, Lewis, and he gets it to fall.
A little dream shake action right there. Those are his 6 points of the game. 6:50-something left.
Husson looking to push. Lewis wanted another three. He's going to take it right to the basket, but he's stripped from behind.
He had 2 there, just lost it.
6-point game. Mariners with a chance to cut it to one possession. Chambers. Off to Reinke, gives it the high post to Hines. Up top, Rubin, he wants 3. In and out, and Caruso tracks down the rebound.
Kendall ready to check back in.
Maranta across the timing strike, under 6.5 to play. Thomas to Lewis, hands it off Caruso. Rumbles. Underneath to Maranta to Lewis, he gets it to go.
17 points for Lewis.
Scott Lewis.
And 0 fouls guarding Hines. That's big.
3 Eagles in double figures today and counting. Here's Chambers. Gonna get blocked by Lewis. Ball will stay with the Mariners as Justice Kendall and Derek Collins check back into the game for the Eagles.
Even though Maranta doesn't start, this is the what you call like the winning 5. When it's winning time, you get your best 5 in the core. Maranta's part of it.
This broadcast is brought to you by the New England School of Communications at Husson University. Carter Rubin with a 3 in the corner, counted and 1 off the inbound pass. And that might just be the spark that the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners need to get back into this game. And it'll be a 4-point play attempt for Carter Rubin to cut this back to a 4-point lead.
It was a 2.
They're going to call it a deep 2 from Carter Rubin. Rubin, a sophomore from Littleton, Colorado, 6'6". And he's got the 3-point play. It's a 5-point game. Mariners out in a full court defense. Call in to Maranta.
Ball was tipped. Lucky to get away with that one.
Under 6 to play in the second half. Maranta brings it to the far side wing. Excuse me, that's Kendall. He tries 3. No. Fight for the rebound. Lewis dives for it, but it's out of bounds. And we'll go back to Maine Maritime. It's Scott Lewis getting some assistance from the student section.
I thought that was a player. It's a whiteout. I didn't.
Whiteout, and the fans certainly delivered here today. Plenty of white in the stands on each side.
That was a fan and a MMA player helping him up.
Chambers nearly lost his footing, and that ball nearly stolen away by Maranta. Here's Chambers. Into the paint, bounce pass into Hines, going up against Lewis. He's blocked by Lewis with authority, and a foul's going to be called against the Mariners.
That's very similar to the foul they called on the wraparound steal from Husson. At least they're consistent in that end. But that foul was called against Husson earlier in the half. Got to make it the same ways. That's going to send him to the line, too. That's big. You are that far away from the basket, and that foul call is going to send you to the line.
4 fouls against Kurt Hines, only 6 points. And it'll be Maranta at the line for 1-1 as that foul puts Husson Maine Maritime over the limit. Maranta, swish.
Both teams a bonus now, actually.
Maranta's got 12. 1 of 3 Eagles in double-digit scoring. Lewis with 19. Justice Kendall's got 20 as Maranta hits the second as we send it down to Ryan Barnes.
Hines from Maine Maritime only scored 4 points in this game. He only has 6 points and 4 fouls, 1 more, and he's fouled out. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. That'll be a big story. Already is a big story. Hines having a very quiet day. Here's Turf. Drives, kicks it back out to Renke. To Rubin. Rubin through traffic. Can't get it to go. Hines, rebound. Puts it up over Lewis. No. Tries to put a putback. No. Rebound again. And he gets it to fall.
Lewis got hit on that, too.
Scott Lewis. With the ball, hands it off to Maranta. 61-56, 4:43 to play. Maranta nearly throws that one away, and he does throw it away. And Maine Maritime gets the basketball back as Jay Thomas checks into the game for us.
Not a good time for some sloppy plays.
Saw Carter Rubin here. Off balance. Hines was there.
That's right where he got hit. Right there, going up.
Got his own, needed a couple of tip-ins to get it, but he does. Here comes the Mariners. Another chance to make this a 1-possession game as Hines is going to get fouled by Lewis.
That's going to send him to the line.
And the Mariners will be shooting 1-1.
If you're Lewis, that's your first foul, and you've been playing great defense all day.
You pick up your first foul with 4.5 to play in the game.
While holding Kurt Hines to only 8 points.
You know you're having a good day. Great story, Scott Lewis. If you missed this during the pregame, had a car accident, suffered a back injury. Wasn't sure if he'd ever play basketball again.
Real bad back injury.
Wasn't sure if he'd ever play basketball again, and here he is back on the floor having a great year, and he'll be back next year too.
That's an incredible story.
Hines at the first. Second shot is up. And it's a 3-point game. Plenty of time to play. Kendall with the ball in his hand.
Really got to buckle down now if you're Husson.
Kendall, Maranta. To Lewis, gets it to Jay Thomas. Collin. To Kendall on the near side wing. Back down to Lewis. Lewis with a deep mid-range 2, no. And ball out of bounds, last touch by Turf, it'll stay with Husson.
Yeah, that's great positioning in there by Jeremy Maranta inside the offensive player.
Kendall will inbound. Finds Maranta. Maranta to the paint. Gets fouled. They're going to call it on the floor, so he will not be shooting. Well, he will be shooting 1-1. It won't be 2. Could be 2. He's going to the line either way.
Ball on the floor, but he's going to the line.
Foul on Maine Maritime, Isaiah Okendo.
Foul number 8 against the Mariners. Okenda picks up his third. Maranta at the line for 1-1. Maranta can't hit it, and the Mariners have the rebounds. Down by 3. Have been down a majority of the half, but have not been out of it.
Yeah, this is going to come down to it.
Kendo, Reinke, the turf. Up top to Hines. Hines, the turf, who had a great first half, but has been quiet in the second as he loses the handle of the basketball. Maranta keeps it in bounds and is stolen away.
That's a great play by Derek Collins.
McNeely wants a foul. He will not get it. Justice Kendall taking his time as we approach 3.5 to play in the second half.
No need to rush.
Kendall going up against Okendo. Bounce pass underneath Maranta. He can't get it to fall. Here come the Mariners. The transition still down by 3. Rubin to Reinke. Underneath the Hines. Going up against Lewis. Dumps it off to Rubin. Rubin cuts baseline. Dumps it back out to Okendo. Back inside to Hines again, trying to turn around Lewis, and he gets it to go. And it's a 1-point game with 3 minutes to play. And a timeout is going to be called by Coach Warren Caruso as the Mariners have stormed back and cut this game to 1. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching North Atlantic Conference men's basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Baderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Out of timeout, let's look at this back at this play that made it a 1-point game from Kurt Hines. 12 points on the day for him. Not the best game of his season so far, but a big bucket there cuts this lead to 1.
Yeah, it puts him into 12 points, cuts the lead to 1. If he can get going late, it's going to be big for the Mariners.
Out of the timeout, under 3 minutes to play in regulation. Kendall to Lewis, dumps it back to Kendall, and Kendall's going to get called on the offensive foul. And Husson can't believe it. It's going to be Kendall's third. Take a look back at it. You can see it right there, Kendall. It wasn't the best look at it, but definitely a borderline call. Defenders usually going to get the benefit of the doubt every time. Okendo for the lead, he's got it!
This is going to come down to it.
Husson has been held scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes. We're down to under 2.5 to play. Kendall, bounce pass, Maranta. Gives it off to Lewis. Hands it off to Kendall. Kendall wants to lead back, no. Nike with the rebound. Maine Maritime with the basketball and the lead, 62-61. 3-ball, no! He's gonna get called on the travel. That's Carter Rubin in the corner. Trying to set his feet, and he can't believe it. Just shuffled his feet just ever so slightly, and they're going to call that nearly every single time. Here comes Husson again. 2 minutes to play in this one. Across the timing strike. Gives it off to Maranta. Maranta. Jay Thomas. He wants the lead. Bang! Jay Thomas for three, and he gives the Eagles the lead right back.
On his senior day.
64-62 with 1:40 to play. Here come the Mariners again. Okendo for the tie. No. Hines for the rebound. Puts it up, and he's got it. 64 all, under 90 seconds to play in the contest. Mike Kendall with the basketball. Across the timing strike to Collin. Hands it off to Maranta. Lewis to Jay Thomas. Thomas back up to Lewis. Wanted the three. Drives into the paint. Goes through traffic. Gets it to fall.
That's a tough bucket right there. Through traffic, like you said, getting that one to roll.
Lewis is at 21 points. 2-point game. We're under a minute to play. Here's Rubin to Reinke. This gym has come alive. Here's Hines in the high post. Off to Okendo again. Okendo trying to get around Lewis. Dumps it off to Hines. Hines in the paint. Yes!
Hines cannot be stopped right now.
Kurt Hines, it took him all game to get going, but he's got 16 points, and we're tied again.
He's got 10 here in these last, 5-6 minutes?
66 all, 34 seconds to play, and a timeout called on the floor.
That's going to help Kendall.
As Kendall drains a three after the timeout was called. 66 all with 34 seconds to play. Man, oh man, this one's going to come right down to the wire.
And 21 seconds left on the shot clock here, so if you're Husson, if you take this time, the Mariners will get it back with just about 13 seconds left to play.
What a game it has been. Maine Maritime Academy with a 3-point lead at the end of the halftime break. Husson came alive throughout most of the beginning parts of the second half and led by as much as 11. And Maine Maritime Academy has stormed all the way back, and we are tied at 66 apiece.
Yeah, they've just kept their head down, and they've kept to their game, kept doing what's doing to them, chipping away at that lead. Husson had that one stretch where they had 3 straight three-pointers, and the gym was about to blow up. But since then, it's quieted down a little bit. MMA's had their chance to get a couple buckets, string some buckets and stops together, and before you knew it, they were up by 1 again.
34 seconds to play. Husson will have 21 seconds to get a shot up. They will have the basketball out of the timeout. Husson has 4 players in double figures. Scott Lewis with 21, Justice Kendall with 20. Jeremy Maranta's got 13, 3 players in double figures. Maine Maritime Academy, Kurt Hines has taken over the last 10 minutes, the last 5 minutes or so of this second half. 16 points. He's got 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful. Connor Turf, who had 17 in that first half, has only recorded a free throw in this second half. 12 points from Carter Rubin. He's been huge down the stretch. And here we go, out of the timeout. It'll be Husson University basketball. Jamie Maranta will inbound on the near sideline. Inbounds to Justice Kendall with 30 to play. Kendall to the far side wing. To Jay Thomas. Thomas wants the lead. No, Maranta with another offensive rebound. Maranta, and we're gonna have a foul called against Maine Maritime, and Maranta's going to the line. Dan McNeely is furious. He wanted a tie-up called. Malachi Ranke picks up his first foul, and it'll be 1-1 for Jeremy Maranta. With 22.3 seconds to play, the shot clock is off. First shot, Maranta sinks it. Pressure free throws for the sophomore, the COVID sophomore, as you mentioned.
That's how we described it. He said he was a junior academically, but he's a sophomore.
For a 2-point lead. Sinks it. 68-66, 22.3. Maritime with the basketball. Okendo with the ball in hand, ticking down to 10 seconds to play. They might hold for the winning shot.
You don't need a 3 here. What you need is a good look.
Okendo drives, kicks it out to Rubin. Rubin in the paint with 5 seconds. Counted in, one for Carter Rubin. It ties the game with 3.8 seconds to play. Wow!
That is a heck of a move right there to get that one to go.
Take another look at this one. Rubin in the paint. Strong through traffic, through the contact, and then with a made free throw could put his team up by 1 with 3.8 seconds to play.
Husson with just one timeout too. You got to think they'll take it. Miss or make here.
Carter Rubin for the lead. Missed! Rebound Husson, and a timeout called by the Eagles.
That's a big rebound by Scott Lewis right there. They should add a little bit of time left to the clock. I think he called that timeout a little before 2.3. 2.7 they're putting up.
2.7 the official says, and oh my, and I can't help but think, Tyler, the last time I was in this situation, the last time the Eagles were in this situation on this floor, last February against UMaine Farmington.
Since it was a live ball too, I believe they're not gonna, it doesn't advance. I'm not quite familiar on the rules, but I believe that's not gonna advance. That is a heck of a shot to get that to go by Carter Rubin. He didn't hit the free throw, but that is an impressive shot right there.
For the sophomore as well. Big time, they say, Tyler, big time players make big time plays, and I believe Rubin, that's just a sophomore.
He's had a few of them. He had that and one jumper that we thought was a 3 to spark it from the corner, and then he just had that shot right there, and these bleachers are gonna fall down across him.
The Husson faithful is lively now. Tire student section is on their feet. 2.7, they put 2.7 seconds on the clock. It'll be Husson University basketball.
Inbounding down at the other end.
And they will have to, you mentioned, Tyler, where they had to advance it, where it was a live ball timeout, they cannot advance the basketball. Warren Caruso has 0 timeouts remaining. They'll have to go the length of the floor if they want a game-winning shot here. Derek Collin will inbound. Collin finds Kendall. Kendall to Thomas. Thomas for the win. He's wide. And we are going to overtime. Tied at 68 all. And as a wise man once told me, free basketball is on the way.
Free basketball, baby. Not that we had to pay to get in here, but.
So, toss up a little extra time, folks. Grab some extra drinks, grab some extra popcorn, because we are going to need a little bit more time to play. We're going to take a timeout. Overtime coming up on ABC 7 Bangor.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt,
we build stronger. After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master Mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dice Arts in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
Justice Kendall gives it off to Derek Collin. Eagles in control for the first possession of overtime. 5 minutes on the play. 5 minutes on the clock. We will play until we need a winner. Here's Maranta for 3 from the corner. Strikes first in overtime, 71-78.
He
Eagles
doesn't
in
take those
front.
often, but he can shoot them.
Let's see what Maine Maritime can do.
That's an important one right there.
Okendo runs into his own teammate, hits a cutting turf, and he lays it in for two.
That's his first field goal since the first half.
71-70. Eagles, their second overtime game of the season. They lost to UMaine Fort Kent 69-65 in the home opener, all the way back on November 10th. Lewis to Kendall. Kendall drives, kicks it out to Jay Thomas. Thomas, a wide open three, swish! Jay Thomas, and does it again. 74-70, the Eagles by 4.
He came alive late, huh? 2 threes in the last 2 minutes of regulation, first minute of overtime.
He's got a habit of doing it, Tyler. Here's Okendo, down by 4 with 3:41 to play in OT. Hines to Turf, gives it to Rubin. Rubin drives in the paint, can't get it to go. Lewis with the rebound.
Good contest there from the Eagles.
Maranta will bring it up the floor, slowly but surely. Under 3.5 in the overtime period. Husson with a 4-point lead. Kendall to Maranta. Gives it to Jay Thomas. Jay Thomas wants another one. Give it to him! Jay Thomas, it took him almost the entire game to get going, but he is having himself quite the senior game as Maritime wants a timeout as the Eagles lead it by 7.
And they have come alive here in overtime, Ethan. We thought they were a little slow to end regulation. Nope, they still got those legs behind them. All that talk Warren Caruso was giving Jay Thomas before during his senior day about how he's a magnificent three-point shooter. We are finally starting to see it here. He's 3 for 3 in the last minute of regulation and here in overtime.
77-70, Husson with the lead. They have come alive in this overtime period, and what is turning into an all-time classic on this regular season. What a way, Husson, to wrap up their final home game of this season.
This is the drama we expected from the women's game. That one was tied at half.
This was a 3-point game at halftime. Maine Maritime had the lead. Husson was in control the majority of that second half. And then Maine Maritime came away late. So we're going to send it to Ryan Barnes.
Jay Thomas, two huge threes to get the Eagles up to a 7-point lead. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you very much, Barnes. Make that 3 3-pointers for Jay Thomas within the final 2 minutes of regulation and here into overtime.
He missed the half-court one. I'm not counting that. Those shouldn't count against your field goal percentage, in my opinion. Those last quarter heaves.
Out of the timeout, Maine Maritime down by 7. They need points in a hurry. Okendo to the wing, gives it to Hines. Hines on the near side block. Puts a hook up a hook shot. That one doesn't go. Maranta with a rebound. And
I don't think that hit anything.
Husson is in control. Taking down to 2.5 to play in this overtime period. Kendall. Guarded closely by Rubin. Bounce pass Maranta. Maranta drives, blocked by the backboard, and Hines tracks down the rebound. Maritime moving in a hurry. Okendo to Rubin for 3. Swish!
Another big shot from the sophomore.
4-point game. Maritime cuts into the lead again. They need a stop. 77-73. Rubin's got 17 points.
What a second half from him. It seems like when they've needed a shot, he's stepped up.
Collin hands it off to Thomas to Lewis. 2 minutes to play in the overtime. We're halfway through. Collin hands it off to Kendall. Kendall going up against Reinke for 2, and he's got it.
Will you have this dance, he says.
79-73, Husson by 6. Okendo nearly lost the handle of the basketball, and is that going to be a travel? No, it's going to be a jump ball. Warren Caruso wants a travel call on the play. And a timeout called by Maine Maritime Academy, and Warren Caruso.
The official right by us originally was going to call a travel, looked to the official closer to the play for what he had. Kendall did get a hand on that. That is a proper jump ball.
Quick timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. You're watching North Atlantic Conference Men's Basketball on ABC 7 Bangor.
When it comes to covering local news,
stories that matter,
things that affect you, there's no better place to turn than right here on ABC 7 News.
we make the most of your time, keeping it local and giving you the facts.
Especially when they are breaking, because there is nothing more important to all of us than getting it right.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7.
Smarty Pants was looking for trouble, and you went with him.
Troublemaking teenagers up to no good.
He got an address from Max and said that he would come there.
Matthew was annoyed with Max. You had a gang going to his house over a girl.
I necessarily didn't really want to go up to the house, but I had nothing else to do, so I followed him up there.
Then, did this teen take a swing at stopping them?
I actually believe that he probably took a bath and hit your car.
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 5, only on ABC 7.
And that last, here on that last drive, as on that last play, and where they ended up calling the jump ball.
You saw
instead of the
Justice's
travel.
immediate reaction was asking for the jump instead of the foul.
So out of the timeout, Maine Maritime down by 6, just over 90 seconds to play as the ball will be inbounded to Hines. Turf lost the handle, gathers it back, nearly lost it again. Turf gives it to Ramirez.
Maranta stuck right to him.
Turf with 7 seconds to shoot. Turf, step back, 3, no, and fight for the rebound, won by Justice Kendall.
That's a good move to get open there by him too, just to not hit.
Justice Kendall into the front court with a 6-point lead in the basketball.
Take your time here.
Guarded closely by Rubin. Kendall running the clock down. In isolation, uses the screen, tries to split his way through. He does, puts it up, and lays it in. What a play!
Splits the double team, and then the jelly on the lay off the glass. You're not supposed to do that in overtime. That's a blowout move.
24 points for Justice Kendall, under a minute to play. Here's Reinke for 3, no. Hines for the rebound.
Good board, good
Kicks
pass.
it out. Here's another 3-ball, no. Jay Thomas with the rebound and a foul by Hines.
That's going to be his 5th.
And his 5th, and he's done for the day. And Husson with an 8-point lead can start feeling good about this one.
And what a game by Kurt Hines. I mean, he's the reason we are here in overtime right now. Last 2 minutes of regulation, he put up about 10 points, the majority of his 16 points.
At the line shooting 2 shots.
It'll be Jay Thomas at the line to shoot 2. Both teams at the double bonus limit. 36.4 seconds to play.
Those were a couple good 3-point looks from the Mariners too, just didn't fall.
First shot, Thomas can't make it. But I guess one more. Husson has 4 players in double figures. Jay Thomas just surpassed the double figure mark, 11 points. Second shot, Thomas. He gets it to go. 9-point lead. With 36.4 to play, Ramirez will pick this one up. Maritime needs some quick points. Here's Reinke. Reinke drives, spin moves, put it up, got it.
It's a good move. Now you got to press.
Gives it to Kendall, and Kendall's going to get fouled by Rubin. That'll be foul number 4 against Carter Rubin, and Kendall will be at the line to shoot 2. Take another look. Great move by Reinke.
Yeah, off the spin too, and the body control to get that one off the glass and in. I mean, they've had some real good shots in this overtime period. Some of them just haven't fallen. Those threes, both of those threes, very good shots last possession.
That'll be Justice Kendall at the line for 2. 28.1 seconds to play in the overtime period. First shot, Kendall, swish. Eight-point Eagle lead.
Possession game.
They can feel this one. Second shot from Kendall. He hits them both. 9-point lead. 3-possession lead for Husson with 25 to play. Ramirez to Turf, guarded closely by Thomas. Heavily contested 3, can't get it to go. Lewis with the rebound into the hands of Jay Thomas, and they'll foul him. And he'll be going to the line.
Yeah, forced to take a contested three right there. Just lack of time left on the clock.
Ranke picks up his second foul with 15.8 seconds to play.
Connor Turf just quiet in the second half.
DJ Thomas at the line. First shot is up, and he gets it to go. 10-point Eagles lead as Luke Caruso checks in. Corey Humbles will be on his way into the game.
Are you a 2K player, Ethan?
I was not. My brother was, though.
There's a badge called microwave, and it's when a shooter can hit one and then immediately start to feel like he's heating up. That three late in the second half from Jay Thomas was his microwave.
And he hits them both in this 11-point Eagles lead. As Humbles will check in, Jay Thomas checks out for the final time as a Husson University Eagle on this floor. And what a game he had to help get this game to the overtime period. Ruben with the ball in his hand, digging down to 10 to play. Ruben lost the handle and is stolen away by Humbles, put in the hands of Maranta. Across the timing strike, gives it off to Colin, and Colin will hold the basketball. And as time ticks away, Husson University with an overtime victory in their final game on this floor this season. 86-75 is his final score. What a game we had this afternoon.
Took the words right out of my mouth. What a game. What a late second half spark. Just a great fight from Maine Maritime to send this one into overtime and to come back, because it looked like Husson was rolling and then the wheels were going to stay on the bus. Yeah, Maritime just able to claw back in, take that victory, and what a memorable senior day victory for Jay Thomas and Justice Kendall.
Jay Thomas with 14 points. Justice Kendall is going to finish with 26 points on his senior day.
Smarty Pants was looking for trouble, and you went with him.
Troublemaking teenagers up to no good.
He got an address from Max and said that he would come there.
Matthew was annoyed with Max. You had a gang going to his house over a girl.
I necessarily didn't really want to go up to the house, but I had nothing else to do, so I followed him up there.
Then, did this teen take a swing at stopping them?
I actually believe that he probably took a bath and hit your car.
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 5, only on ABC 7.
Smarty.
Live from the Newman Gymnasium as the Husson University Eagles have just got themselves an 86-75 victory, as we'll toss over to Ryan Barnes, who's standing with a victorious head coach.
I'm with head coach Warren Caruso. Coach, that was a great second half. What changed?
Yeah, you know, Maine Maritime had a chance to make the playoffs, so it just felt like they were playing with more intensity than we were. They were going after, and told them at halftime we got to play at that tournament level, and talked about it before the game, just didn't do it in the first half. Second half, I thought we really battled much harder, and you know, they were fighting for their lives because they had a shot for the tournament, and you know, our guys got it one out.
Huge second half from Justice Kendall and Jay Thomas, the two seniors you honored. How big of an impact have they had on the team?
They've had great careers. I mean, you know, they've been a part of everything we've done in the last 3 years, and Justice in the last 5, and you know, that's what we expect from seniors. This is the time of year that you want seniors to step up and make big plays, and they both stepped up and make big plays, particularly in the second half.
And lastly, earlier this week we learned that you will be the inductee into the Maine Basketball Hall of Fame. How's it feel?
Well, it's very humbling. You know, really look at it as a program. You know, recognition of all the great student athletes and assistant coaches, and support from the administration that we've had. You know, really honored and look forward to that day, and you know, it's something we'll cherish as a family.
Thanks so much, Coach. Congratulations.
And what a way to wrap this one up. We want to thank Ryan Barnes again for his fantastic job on the sideline reporting here this afternoon. That's going to wrap it up for us from Bangor, Maine, from Tyler Cruz, from our great crew here at the Newman Gymnasium. I'm Ethan Snow signing off, wishing you a very good night from the Newman Gymnasium.
has been a presentation of the New England School of Communications at Husson University.